Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I can see that we've got a few people on here already. So if you can give me a hello so that I can see who has joined us, because otherwise I don't know who's here. So welcome to the Trance Channel transmission. My name is Danielle Micken. I am the Divine Channeler. So I'm here to share what spirit wants to share. Really, I have no idea what that will be. I am what's known as a trance channel. Okay, Leslie, hi, first time watcher, so thanks for joining us. So I'm what's known as a trance channel. So what that means is that I blend and merge my body and my consciousness with higher dimensional beings of light, and then they can utilize me as the vessel to bring through the spoken word and the healing energies. So one thing that you will notice most likely is a change in the tone of my voice and the inflection of the speech. So the speech is definitely a bit different to my normal speaking voice and the way I talk. So hi Deb, hi Peter, hi Adam. Thank you for joining me. So it is an interesting space to be in. I was saying last week how it didn't really matter kind of what I had going on, hi Janelle, what I had going on physically, emotionally, and even mentally by elevating my frequency, I suppose. Look at that, the orbs are starting already. Then it means that I feel better. I feel much better. So if I have had a bit of a flat day or something's going on for me, plugging into that channel always uplifts me because they're lowering their frequency. I'm raising my frequency. So I receive all the healing and the quantum downloads and codes, and I receive all of that as well. So it's a beautiful place to be in. I feel quite privileged to be able to do it. A little bit about my background is that I started with healing. So I started as a Reiki student, and that's how I learnt to channel energies. And from that space, beyond my teachings from my teachers, Spirit took over and educated me whenever I had someone on the table, and they would, I would see things and I would hear things, and I would just be urged to kind of go with it. And, we all have this journey of fear and doubt, and it's something that us as healers and facilitators and, whatever you do, that you can be in a space of that fear and doubt quite regularly. It can come up. What I've noticed over the years, because I've been doing this for quite a lot of years, is that you will have fluctuations, and it's like the fool jumping off the cliff. You'll constantly be rising up to a new space and then be asked to kind of leap off that leap of faith. So those spaces don't finish. They don't end. You just get better at them, better knowing that, you will be caught, or that you will fly, or that it's okay, that all of it is okay. So one thing I have noticed lately is the elevation of fear and hate. And it's, I am quite tuned in, let's say, just on the Facebook level of just staying informed of what's going on currently in New South Wales and Victoria and across our country. And with, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. I don't want to go into conspiracy theories. I'm really quite unplugged from the collective energy that's going on. So the thing that's coming up that I'm finding at the moment is how much because we've had people kind of coming through our area in the country, and, there's a positive case, and then they've gone somewhere else, and, yada, yada. It can be really overwhelming when we're constantly tuned in, chimed in, viewing, hearing, listening, everyday conversations. And I'm even guilty of it. I'm having a lot of conversations about it, and I'm having it here with you now. So I didn't know I was going to go there. But it is all about the fear and the hate, because I find that there's a lot of hate that follows these cases that are doing their thing, they're delivering food or they're doing whatever. They find out that they're positive, and then all of a sudden there's just so much hate going on towards these people, and how dare they bring it to our town. What I want to know is how you guys are going. How are you finding the social environment, collective environment? Are you finding it compounding, conflicting, draining? Like, is there a bit going on for you guys at the moment? Are you feeling the energy is basically, or are you able to maintain some form of distance from, to be able to observe it rather than be connected and entangled in it? So if anyone wants to comment on that, that would be great. Hi, Shell. Hi, Deb. Hi, Jenny. Tiani. Hi. Anyway, there is a lot going on. So and I think I spoke about it last week. I don't tend to remember what I kind of speak about it. Deb says, I'm trying not to resonate with the fear. And you know how you negate that? Is you plug into the love. It really is that simple. Adam says fear tactics. Yeah, there is, it has a life of its own, unfortunately. It may have a hidden agenda, but I'm not going into that. I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I'm very unplugged from that, and that's not part of my purpose, is to highlight other things. So, okay, Adam doesn't watch TV. Hi, Erin. Thank you for joining us. I know you guys are, I know you've got a bit of time on your hands at the moment, Erin, which is, a little challenging. Shell missed the topic. You know what? Sometimes I come on without a topic, and this topic has just arisen. What I have noticed is that there's a lot of fear and hate that is circulating with people, given the current situation that's happening in Australia with, positive cases popping up here, there, and everywhere. So that's what's going on. Erin, right? The media is the super spreader of fear. So, like I said to Deb, okay, so Deb's staying true to her own beliefs. Beautiful. First thing that Spirit teaches us is about discernment, and that even if Spirit is sharing information with you, they will ask you to feel whether it's right for you. They don't automatically expect that you are going to, they're showing me like stuff being shoved down your throat. That's the image that they're giving me. So, they gift that information, and that information is out there for you to feel your way through it and feel whether it fits for you, because even some of the concepts that Spirit brings out, you may not be ready for those, that level of awareness, or do you know what I mean? So, okay, Pete says there's so much anger amongst the people Adam trying to make us antisocial. There is a lot of disconnect going on at the moment, and it can be quite challenging. Janelle says, I feel a little entangled with differing opinions with the boss. Too many fear tactics. People are sucked into. Very frustrating. I don't watch any news and barely know TV. Me too. I just plug in at 11 o'clock, find out what's going on, only because it's had repercussions for my work, and also the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo, which we've just had to reschedule, which is fine. Everything's in divine and perfect order. So if you can maintain your patch of the woods, if you can maintain the harmony and the peace and the love in your home to begin with and in your body, then when you go out there, it might be challenging and you might need to put together some practices for some extra protection, making sure that you're really grounded, and then some cleansing techniques when you get home. And that'll put you in a good space to kind of be coming and going from those spaces, okay? Because there is a lot that is rising up, and there's been a lot that's been rising up for a while. And, a lot of it will be, this fear will trigger a lot of fears within people. So it won't just be connected to that. It'll bring up whatever's residing within you. So sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. So, okay, Erin says she's trying to get out in nature, which she lives in a beautiful, beautiful part of the world, so it wouldn't be too hard. A couple of times a day, and it all comes back into perspective. Exactly. I wrote a post the other day about how love is just showing up in my life quite regularly. And I find myself, I'm just scrolling through Facebook, it's sometimes quite mindless, but, there'll be some funny little thing about a baby or a kitten or a dog, or, something, or some act of kindness of human beings. And honestly, just the smile is so big on my face, and I can feel the love. I can feel the connection. I can feel the compassion and the empathy. And they're the places that the fear doesn't reside in there. So if you can, and it is the little things, the really little things, it could be just catching up with a friend over the phone if you have to, or, doing a Zoom or Skype them, see them face to face. So I think, the biggest message tonight is to unplug from, I had another friend contact me, and she found that her whole friend group is on the fear side of what's going on at the moment. And she's finding it really challenging to be around those people. And the other thing is that, we are allowing of people to have their own journey. It's not up to us to change their minds or make them feel any differently. We can be there for someone, and we can hold space for them, and we can offer some comfort. But if they're not willing to receive it, then there's nothing we can do about that. So then it becomes about us choosing if we want to stay engaged in those spaces. And it's okay to check out for a bit, even if they are your friends or your family. It's okay to want spaces that are supportive of you, regardless of whether it's COVID or whatever's going on, okay? A few people I know are speaking about a major shift in our work or world. I think you're saying world. There is a major shift going on, and it is a dimensional shift. I don't feel like, there has been a lot of stuff say that, there'll be so many people that'll die, and it'll only be the fifth dimensional people that'll be alive, and there'll be this mass exit. And I personally don't believe that. I think there's a lot of information out there. So once again, use your discernment, use what feels right for you. Question it, question within your body, does that feel right for me? Does that information resonate with me? I feel like we will still cohabitate, that the fifth dimension is a state of consciousness, it's a state of awareness, and there will still be people that will be on a lower end of consciousness. Not that we're better than them, it doesn't work like that, it just is. And there will be people that are that will choose to not move into the space of consciousness that we're at or where we're going, and that's okay, because everyone's got their own journey. So I still feel like we'll be cohabitating, but obviously you're going to be drawn more to the experiences and the interactions with people that are your tribe, that are speaking your truth, that you're resonating with, that the the ego isn't at play as much. You'll be removed from drama and competition and any of the nitpicking and the underminedness and all those lovely things. So they're just saying water off a duck's back, like it basically won't affect you. And I know when I've moved through something, and mind you, it might take me a while to move through it, but by putting in the work, once I've moved through something, could be an emotional something, could be a confrontation, could be something business related, it could be something personal related, because it doesn't, there's no holds barred regarding your journey and your lessons. So it affects every aspect of your life. Is that I no longer have a response within my body. So that is the marker for me that I don't feel that surge of an adrenaline, or I don't feel an anger rise up, or and I can see things from a different perspective as well. So, first of all, it's about me and my reaction to whatever's going on. And then I will deal with I'm entitled to be angry. I'm entitled to say my truth. I'm entitled to be seen and heard, but I'll process that emotion before I move into a space of doing something about it, because I want to come in neutral. I really want to come in neutral. And then that way I generally can get a higher perspective of where the other person's coming from. And the reason why I can generally recognize that is because I've been that person before. I can see and feel why that person is reacting and acting the way that they are. That the defense mechanism could be a trauma response. It could be a self-worth issue. And so therefore I'm not taking on their stuff. I can separate myself from those pieces and then just deal with my own stuff. and then deal with whatever the issue is. So yeah. Okay, so Jennifer, I just realised that I commented on your other page. I've actually figured out how to go live on YouTube. So we're live on YouTube tonight. So if anyone's watching from there, I should open my phone and see there's no one chatting on there. So we're all good. Okay. Shell. I just feel it will move into 2. They will seamlessly separate. I'm already noticing quite a bit of a separation within many aspects, really. And quite often when everything's falling apart, systems are falling apart, is because the old needs to crumble away so that the new can rise up. So nothing kind of gets built on old buildings, like they have to go right down to the foundations and then restructure things again. So I've been chatting for quite a while, so I didn't plan on that. I love how just spirit works and that it all just happens. That's the other thing, that this space for me is always about trust. And without that trust, and it's funny because I got quite nervous tonight. So I don't know why, but I still do, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And like I've said before, I can feel a little bit off out of my body because there is a blending that's happening with spirits. So I've just seen that we've got 11 viewers and there's 11 likes. So that's a pretty good, significant, being the gateway. Yeah. So I suppose I am a bit of a gateway for information. So let's get started and see who comes through. Erin says, I feel that things are very different than the last time. They are. I feel the same, Erin, that energetically things are very different. And I think things are going to snowball for a little while, and it'll be, I do feel it will be, a bit of time before we come out of this. So, yeah. And that it will expand into other areas. It is different. It does feel different. 1111 jumped out at me today too. Haven't seen it for a while. That's a good, lovely, beautiful confirmation, isn't it? Okay. How about we check in and see who's here? Oh, and now I've got 1212, which is another beautiful high frequency number. So just make sure your phones are off and that your body is uncrossed. As I bring through spirit, you will be receiving the frequency. So you'll receive the frequency through the tone of the voice, but also the healing energy will be moving because your consciousness is connected in here, that you will be receiving it through that. Okay. So let's check in and see who's coming. I have a feeling it's Michael, but anyway, just bear with me. I feel like I'm a little bit low to the ground. That's better. Like I've said before, it's, I can slouch and have really poor posture, but as soon as spirit wants to come in, it's like, get your back upright. So, okay, let's check in and see who's here. So I'm actually seeing the Legion of Light, which is the collective of angels coming in. So it is just like a mass of beautiful white wings circling above me. They're saying that this transmission is not of one, it is of many. Okay, so it's the collective. We hear what is in your heart. We hear your thoughts. Do you truly believe that you are alone, beloved one? If you were to, for a moment, just place your hands upon your heart, to feel the beat, the presence of your heart, to feel the love, to even feel the pain and the hurt. And then bring your awareness to someone that you love dearly. Maybe it's someone that you have laid your head upon their chest and heard or felt their heart. And to know within them that they have love and pain and hurt, and that you are the same, that you are connected. And to think of the souls that you call family or friends that have departed the earth plane, that have continued their journey. And when you think of them and their heartbeat as they are in spirit, and your heartbeat, that you are connected. You are connected by love, by experience. You're connected by your interactions, the roles that you play. And we would like to touch your heart, to share our love, so that you may feel that we are connected. And when you are ready, you will gently send light to your heart. And when you are ready, if you wish, allow the light in. As the light will firstly expand your heart, expand your light, and expand your awareness of us. For we come not in the ones and twos, we come in the many, we come in the masses, and we are assigned to you, for you, for your growth, your healing, your direction, your purpose. Can you feel us? Can you feel that we are here, we are within? There is no divide with the frequency of love. There is no separation with the frequency of love. And we ask if you are holding, storing, containing any fear at the moment from what this one has spoke about earlier. That you have permission to surrender it. You do not need to carry it. You do not need to feel it. You are allowed to let it go. Just on the outward breath, allow this. And feel the whoosh of love flooding into the spaces or containing the fear. If only you knew what you were capable of. At times it must feel like the training wheels are a little wobbly. But it won't be long in your time, and you will have greater awareness, greater understanding of your senses, of your abilities, and it will be through love, through your compassion to yourself and your compassion to others. That is the connection. That is the gift. And every time you love freely in those moments, you add more light to dispel the fear. You add more light to help the planet. You add more light to help humanity. So we ask you now, are you holding any fear or hate from the collective? It will feel heavy, burdensome, like it is weighing you down. And we would now like to increase the frequency around you. So the light will increase and the intensity of this light will increase. When you are ready, the light will enter into your energetic field. With your permission to remove what you are carrying collectively. While sometimes we feel that this journey may seem like a lonely one for you, if only you knew how many of us were with you. And you will always be drawn to others that are doing the same work or feeling the same way or have just gone through what you're going through. You are designed to resonate higher and to move out of spaces that no longer allow you to be more. And as you shift, you will make new connections with others, with other souls. You are never alone. You are never without light or without love. Even if you sit upon the earth and that she is your friend for the moment, until you find a soul embodying a vehicle that you can sit with. And then maybe you will choose to sit upon the earth together. Technology also means that you can stay connected. That you can chat, do classes or workshops, listen to podcasts. There are so many messages that are coming from so many people that you are not alone. And we wish now to wrap you in a beautiful blanket of love, soft and gentle, light that gently comes in and almost swaddles you like a baby. Where you can just gently rest your cheeks upon it, draw your arms up to your chest, just be completely enveloped. You are love, and you are loved. Remember to call upon us. Remember to ask. Remember to be open to receive. Remember that you are light. This blanket of love is just going to integrate into your system now, into your light body, into your energetic layers, into the body, and into the DNA in the cells, gently weaving its light through your entire system. And we thank you, and we love you. And just taking a couple of breaths, allowing the integration to come to its completion. As the Legion of Light just gently step back their energies. And just start to feel your body. And feeling the weight of your body. Just wriggling your hands and toes. Taking a couple of breaths. Just coming back into full awareness. Having a stretch. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes. Okay, Shell just confirmed that she saw Michael. He comes in first. He's my doorman. No one gets through until they go through Michael. So, but it's interesting, Michael comes through quite masculine, and but I find when the collective comes through, it's got a really soft, feminine feeling energy to it. Oh, that was a big one. That was. If anyone saw that, yeah, a little hop and a skip. So how's everyone feeling? Okay, Deb, beautiful angelic healing energy, yes. Just a wonderful reminder to, move out of that fear space. And hi, Christina. And how easily and readily it's available to you to move into that love space. And that really is the key. That's the way that you can navigate these spaces with a lot more ease. What's that side? Sorry, it's not mirrored. Yeah, so you have the skills, you have the abilities, you have the choice for all of it. So if you're finding yourself a bit overwhelmed, I really like the way that they connected us first first to our heart, and then connected to the heart of another human being, and then connected to a past loved one, and then connected up into the angelic realm. And if you need those steps, that's a great way to do it. Great, Adam. I'm glad you liked it. Christina, it will be available on the replay, love. So as soon as I finish and hop off, it will upload in its completion, and you can watch the replay. It's also on YouTube too. So, so how clever are you guys that you can just move out of those spaces and move completely into love? So it is the key. Definitely felt tingles and love, released a lot of negative feelings. And it's quite interesting how much we can be carrying for the collective, not even realize it. Some of us are more kind of porous than others. Some of us are more attuned, and, maybe even part of our purpose is to actually process for the collective. It just depends on what you signed up for. So yeah, it's really important to make sure that you unplug, get into those states of love, and clear your entire system of fear. So the amygdala in the brain is the space that first recognizes, like, it's the response for fear. So you could even actually ask when you go to bed that the amygdala is cleared of any fear, and then work within your DNA, within the cells of your body, and ask your cells to release any fear. And then you can move into your energetic layers that you call your team in, and ask that they assist with light. You could use the violet light because it's transmuting. You could use white, you could use diamond, gold. It's up to you. It depends on what you prefer. There's no right way, wrong way. It's energy. It's however you're working. And you can ask the light to come in to purify your energetic field, and then just look at the space around the outside of your energetic field, to make sure that it is not sealed, like hard. We don't kind of put ourselves in bubbles anymore. It tends to be more fluid, and even if you've got a protective layer that's quite large and it's just a big filter of light, or threads of light woven together, it's up to you how you perceive it. But to just look after yourselves is really the message. So, the more of us that are here anchoring in the light and feeling the love in our hearts, it helps everyone on the planet. And you would be amazed at how far it reaches, that, your one space of feeling love in your heart, even if it's only for, 10 seconds or 5 minutes, then it affects, I'm going to say, thousands of people. Okay. So that's how powerful love is. Thank you. Christina, she used to put herself in a bubble. And it's not that I don't see it as a bubble, but it's just not a sealed process anymore. It's definitely a lot more fluid, a bit more kind of quantum, I suppose. And I find that was good way back when, but I just find, like, technology and our awareness shifts is that we move up into different levels of attuning and protecting and looking after ourselves. So thanks, guys, for joining me. I am on YouTube, so it's under Danielle Micken, the Divine Channeler. There is a couple of new channels up that I did for the free online Sunday classes. I'm going to have a little rest from them for the time being. I'm probably processing quite a lot of stuff at the moment, and we are actually getting quite a lot of I don't like to use the word bombarded, and they don't like to use that word either, but there's a steady flow. Let's say there's a steady flow of light codes that are coming in at the moment. So if you are extra special tired, that is probably why. If you've cleared yourself of the collective, then it's probably the light codes and the ascension stuff that we're going through. So so I won't be doing any Sunday classes for a little while. So it'll just be my Thursday night classes. That's a paid class. So if anyone liked what we did here, what we do in the classes is, more the soul work. So we do get into the clearing and the healing and the realigning, I suppose, into those higher states of consciousness, and working with whoever comes in. It depends. I'm lucky enough to be able to work with many of them. So I'll be back next Monday. So if you do like this, please like and share it. Please, let your friends know. It really helps to get the word out there. View my YouTube channel. If you like that, please subscribe, and pop any comments or hit the like button. That really helps as well. So thank you so much. My name's Danielle Micken, the Divine Channeler, and I will see you next Monday. Take care, guys. Bye.